think of the stereotypes you've come across that depict Asians and Asian Americans as meek and silent. For example, you have the quiet, nerdy Asian man and then the submissive, silent Asian woman. And these stereotypes show up a lot in the US mainstream. I believe that this Asian silent stereotype and anti-Asian racism are related. And it's very important that we consider this with the rise of anti-Asian racism from the COVID-19 pandemic and the continued portrayal of Asians and Asian Americans as silent, passive, and unlikely to stand up for themselves. Now, what the mainstream narrative doesn't tell you is that Asian Americans have been using music for decades to stand up for themselves. That's where I come in. My dissertation examines the music of several Asian American musicians from the past 50 years in order to see how they engage with and confront this Asian silent stereotype. My research methodology involved conducting interviews, traveling to archives, reading the musicians' writings on the relevant works of other scholars, and of course, listening to the music a lot. And what I found is that in their music, you can hear history, joy, pain, suffering, and of course, the fight to be heard. Furthermore, since music is audible, it can directly contradict the stereotype of Asian silence. One of my dissertation chapters examines saxophonist Fred Ho's 1993 musical work called Yes Means Yes, No Means No, Whatever She Wears, Wherever She Goes. Now, in this piece of music, what Ho does is he takes the melody of the national anthem and mangles it, making it nearly unrecognizable in order to critique the way sexual assault victims have been treated in the US, and also to call out the framing of Asian and Asian American women as silent, submissive, and therefore easy targets because of this Asian silence idea. Fred Ho hated this Asian silence stereotype for the way that it framed Asian and Asian American women and men. Therefore, in this piece of music, what Fred Ho does is he used a really unambiguous or completely unambiguous song title and also mangled the national anthem to show that not all Asians are passive and silent. Music by Asian American musicians is a valuable resource for hearing our fight against this Asian silence stereotype, since it literally involves Asian Americans making themselves heard. My hope is that my work will not only expand people's musical horizons, but ultimately encourage them to hear us as more than just an ultimately passive and silent people. Thank you.